The Morrie's Automotive Group is here today with the all-new 2017 Ford Raptor. Now what I'd like to do is show you around the interior, the exterior, and then as well provide you with a driving review. So now the F-150 has been Ford's best-selling vehicle as well as the best-selling truck for over the last 30 years. Now the Raptor was first introduced in 2014 and that one had the V8. This one, not to many people's likings, but after you drive it you might change your mind, has the 3.5-liter EcoBoost. Now you're getting 450 horsepower and 510 foot-pounds of torque. That puts your towing capacity over 5,000 pounds, and with this new 10-speed transmission, definitely gets you going in a hurry. The 0 to 60 time is going to fall just over 5 seconds, which is pretty incredible for a truck of this size. Now the biggest thing with the new Raptor has to be that they've dropped 500 pounds with this all-new aluminum body, and you can definitely feel that while on the road. You get a sense of it driving more like a car than a truck, but I think that EcoBoost has something to do with it. Let's take a look at the inside. All right, so let's go for a drive around. I'm gonna get my one complaint out of the way right away. The drive and the manual mode right underneath that, every time I get in a Ford, I put it straight into manual. Yes, I know it's my fault, but I like the ones where you kick it over to the side rather than going straight down. Just my one complaint about this truck. Everything else I absolutely love. From the second you get in this thing, it's impossible not to just want to run over something slightly larger than what you can. But it's proven itself in a lot of different videos I've seen in a lot of different tests from Ford that, I mean, it completed the Baja 1000, so this truck is more than capable to do just about anything you need it to do, and at the same time get you to the job site, get you to, working back, whatever you need to do. But this is a $70,000 truck, which almost puts it into that luxury category. I mean, you can buy a Maserati for less money, which is absolutely insane. But inside really feels like a luxury car. I mean, I've got the Apple CarPlay going with my music. You've got so many gauges in here. The one you probably don't want to look at though is fuel economy, because it's bad, especially if you're going to kick it down into a sport mode here. So you've got normal, sport, there's a weather mode, but the sport one really it definitely makes a difference as well. It's going to tighten up your steering, which you can also adjust on here. But I mean, here's a nice little sharp corner I can go and you kick it down and it's pretty impressive with the paddle shifters as well. You can drop it into that manual mode and kick through all 10 gears, and you're in sport mode gonna have constant torque, so it's always gonna be there. It's one really good thing about the sport mode is that you always have power on tap. In Minnesota, we don't have a lot of dunes and desert, but in the snow, I can imagine that you kick it down into this other mode here, which is weather, and that's gonna allow you to kind of keep the traction in control. Now there is a way you can turn off everything, all the nannies, all the stability stuff, and what that's gonna do is let you go a little crazy. Now, you can full on jump this truck with those Fox shocks. This one compared to the normal F-150 is about 6 inches wider up front. So you've got, these monster tires on here. These BF Goodrich tires are amazing. You've got the wider track, you've got a ton of suspension travel, and as well your approach angle is at 30 degrees. Now what that means is you can basically go at a hill, and in your regular F-150 you're gonna have to think twice about it. With this one, if you're maybe thinking about doing a little bit of rock crawling, nothing too extreme, but enough where you can still have some fun with maybe out and about, you can get out, get into a little bit of trouble, and the Raptor's gonna help you out. Other things inside this thing as far as towing is concerned, with the EcoBoost, you're definitely gonna get better fuel economy than with the old Raptor. I know the old one was rated somewhere in that 12 range, so this one's not loads different, but it is a lot better. So, you've got that constant power with the turbo. The one thing is the sound. If you're driving a big pickup truck, it's really, really hard to not get that V8 sound behind you with this V6 turbo. It does make a little bit of noise. Ford does as well have a little bit of that augmented sound in here, so it is gonna sound a little bit better, but it's no V8 and I do miss that. But overall, for $70,000, this one's got a lot of options on here. So this is the Super Crew with the 4-door. There's a Super Cab, which is gonna have kind of the smaller suicide doors. But overall, this truck is amazing. I would love to get it out in the dunes or the desert somewhere and really see what it can do. Maybe just drive over a curb here and have to settle for that. But overall, it drives incredible. You can definitely feel that 500 pounds that they cut out with this new aluminum body, in that it's gonna help you with the fuel economy. It's gonna help you just, I mean, overall driving the car. It's definitely a different feel than the previous one. And all these comforts inside, I cannot say enough good things about the Raptor. It is awesome. You definitely have to get out and drive one. Yes, they're pricey, but if you're looking for a luxury truck that you can throw around and pretty much do whatever you want, the Ford Raptor has to be the #1 choice. On behalf of the Morrie's Automotive Group, thanks for watching. Now, if you'd like to schedule your test drive in the all-new Raptor, make sure to call, click, or stop by today. Thanks again for watching, and make sure you buy happy.